Hello and welcome. Welcome to Live Cherries Saturday, episode 9. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday afternoon. In this lesson, we're going to go over Guns N' Roses song, November Rain, with Slash on guitar. I see we have my good friend Lori in the live chat right now. Hello, Lori. Happy Saturday. Hope you are enjoying some coffee here this afternoon. I have my Married to Myself, which is my latest record, coffee mug. Salutes. You guys might have one. Wow, it's so hot. I just burnt my tongue. Be careful. You probably have your morning Jerry Cherry mug. You might have your afternoon Jerry Cherry mug. I don't know. It's good to have all kinds. So, yeah, we're going to get into the solo, the outro solo from November Rain. Great guitar solo from Slash. And what's really cool about this solo is he kind of teeters between harmonic minor and natural minor. It's really, really cool study. So let's just give it a run through and see what we can get. All right, now I'm going to play a lot of the parts that you know will be note for note, but some of the in-betweens are kind of just random. So here we go. All right. So it's something like that. Sounds awesome. Awesome. Glad you could hear everything okay. And that is good news. So, all right. Excuse me 1 second. This hot coffee made my nose run. Let's have some more. Cheers, guys. It's Saturday. Get your coffee. So, okay. So basically when you analyze a solo like this, you have to break down what the chords are in the rhythm section in the background. So it's in B minor. So you have a B minor chord. Then it goes to F sharp major. And that's what gives it the harmonic minor sound, which is harmonic minor. Hey, hey, hey. Front page flips. What's happening? Very cool. I love that song. Thank you very much. So the harmonic minor scale sounds like this. Actually, that was A minor. Sounds more like this. You hear that? The difference here? Here's regular minor. Sounds very natural, very basic. And it's sad key, the saddest of all keys. Now, harmonic minor, all you're doing is raising one note. Right there. So in this solo, Slash likes to mix between the natural minor and the harmonic minor. Harmonic minor gives it that lift. It's like a leading tone that goes naturally into the to the next note. So when you hit B minor, like that, when you hit this F sharp, it's not in the key of B minor. F sharp would normally be minor in the key of B minor, because B minor is relative major to D. The key of D, B is the minor, the relative minor. So in the key of D, you have the 1 chord, the 2 chords E, 3 chords F, F minor. Sounds like classical music. Aaron says. Well, in a sense, it is, even though it's Guns N' Roses. And he does a lot of this. He uses a lot of harmonic minor in his solos. The Sweet Child of Mine solo, which if you haven't seen that, I'll put a link in my description or see the card above here. And where that solo, I break that down note for note. He does the same thing in that solo. He plays a lot of harmonic minor back and forth. And the harmonic minor, they created it so that you could actually have a leading tone that goes into this chord. Otherwise, it sounds nice, but that actually leads stronger. It's a stronger cadence into, because of this leading tone. And all they're doing is sharpening the one note from here to here. They're making the A sharp. So in the solo, what he's doing is he starts off in harmonic minor because he's taking the B flat and he's bending it up. He's not taking the A. He's taking the B flat and then landing on the A sharp, which is the third of the second chord. You have the B. Hear that? The third of the F sharp is an A sharp note, and he's landing on that. So he's really targeting that note. Musician joke, don't be flat. And as D.A. Cole will say, I'll try not to be. Try not to sing flat. I haven't even gotten past the second note of this solo yet. You're cracking me up. All right, we'll just stay on these two notes. Tumbling Planet, my man. Always B sharp. That would be a C, wouldn't it? in harmonic. So there actually is a such thing as a B sharp, even though it's the same note as a C. So I did this for you, my man. Tumbling Planet. I did this solo. I don't know if you caught the very beginning of it, but you know, I break it down where it's I'll play a little piece of it again, where it's like. All right. So basically, we get past that this chord. And the rhythm behind the solo is B minor, F sharp, E major, and then D, then G, A, B minor again. So when you have the B minor, that's the B harmonic minor scale, just for those two chords. And then it leaves to E major, which is just kind of like a passing chord that goes to D. Once it hits D, you're back in B natural minor, because you're in the key of D, and then G, A, B again. This D is the 1 chord, the G is the 4, A is the 5, and B is the 6 chord, which is the natural minor. So at the very top of the solo, you have B minor, F sharp. That F sharp makes the 3 chord of D major. So that puts that's what harmonic minor is all about. It's kind of like when you're in the key of D, D is the 1 chord, E is the 2 chord, E minor, F sharp is the 3 chord. But if you make the 3 chord major, that gives it the an F sharp. The mode would be a Phrygian dominant. Which is a Phrygian with just a raised third. And a lot of metalheads use that scale. That's the Yngwie Malmsteen scale right there, who was my idol growing up on guitar. I mean, he was the guy who, when I was 14 years old and I heard Yngwie play, I mean, he kind of just killed every other guitar player for me. I mean, I still loved a lot of guitar players, but he raised the bar as far as that speed playing. So, yeah. So let's see. Need a smoke machine and play some of this at 9. Oh yeah? I miss you rocking out. Can't wait to go to a show. Man, me neither. Can't wait to get out there and start playing live again. But you know, it's going to be a lot of fun once we get out there again and start rocking. So hopefully you're getting that with the solo. The top of the solo, when it's at B minor, you take the B flat. Don't B flat. B sharp. Take the B flat. You just bend it right up to B. Land on the B flat when it goes to the F sharp chord, and then go. And then take the B and bend it up a whole step. When it's on the E chord. If you analyze that, you're basically bending it up a 5th to a 6th when it's on the E chord. And it's a good thing to figure out what the melody is over every chord you're playing. Over that E chord is where I'm playing. And that would be the 6th note of E, which is a C sharp. And then there's that other riff. And what that is once he hits the D chord, he's hitting a D, so all this is a triad of D. The 3rd and the root. The F sharp and the B. So it's in the D chord. First note he's hitting is the B, obviously right here. But he's highlighting the D chord. To a D chord. And that note he's bending up right to a G, which the chord goes to G, then A, then B minor. So once you get to the D chord, you're in B minor, which is, you can play any notes in that scale. Which is another thing he does that Tumbling Planet had brought up to me, is that he plays a lot of, he'll play the blues scale too, the pentatonic blues scale, which I'm not sure if he's doing it too much in this, because, like I said, this is not note for note that I'm playing. The melody, the famous part that you know, the melodic part, is pretty much right. But the in-betweens, I didn't really pick those out, because I know he's just kind of messing around with the B minor scale, and it doesn't really, I doubt that he even plays it the same way each time. But he could also play the blues, pentatonic blues scale, which is here's the pentatonic minor, B pentatonic, right? Which you could do because it's part of minor. It's just a broken down pattern of that, right? So the blues, pentatonic blues, would be just adding the flat 5. That half step. In the olden days, you would get killed for playing that note, the tritone, right there, which was like a satanic note at the time. This is a perfect fifth. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, you know, it's like that. But if you hit this note, hear how dissonant and how satanic that sounds. So that's why it's perfect for rock and roll. So you got to make that face too. So you could do that when it hits the minor, B minor. Play a lot of that stuff. Like I'll do that. Check it out. Anyway, you could just improvise and make up your own stuff over that. So one slash, does slash do it in the Phrygian dominant, maybe on the descending shred parts. To be honest with you, I don't think he does. But like I said, those in between riffs, I'm not sure. I mean, I'll try it. And I just think he does natural minor on the descending riffs. Is that what you mean? The descending riffs meaning just the in-between stuff? The face really makes it. It does. It's all about the face. The rock and roll faces. I'm telling you. It doesn't really matter what note you hit. If you're grinning the right way, that's all that really matters. Let's just try it. Let's try the whole harmonic minor over this and see what it sounds like. Right here it works. That was wrong. See, I don't think he does it. I think it's just natural minor going down. I think because based on the chords that he's playing, and of course you could mix it up and whatever sounds good. But I think what he's doing in the solo is playing harmonic minor over these first two chords, and then he's out. Then it's all regular B minor. And when he hits the D, because right here, this D chord has an A in the chord. And a harmonic minor would have a sharp. So theoretically, it wouldn't make sense to do that, but in rock and roll, anything's possible. Whatever sounds good, like I said. But that D chord really gives you that. If he's gonna play, like it would sound like this. It would be an A sharp. It would be like this note, which is a little weird. So a while ago, my friend told me that not to play my guitar too loud. Haven't heard from that guy. You haven't heard from that guy in a while. That's awesome. I haven't heard from him either, So, let's see. Sounds really freaking good, man. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I've never played this solo before today. I just, I get up on Saturday and I think, okay, what am I going to do? And I really have, last night I'm kind of tossing some ideas around, but I thought this would be a really good practice. And then I had no idea how to play it until I popped it on earlier today. And then I broke it down a little bit and I saw that he was playing harmonic minor, like you said, because you mentioned he plays a lot of harmonic minor, possibly in this solo. And so it was cool. It was easy enough to something I could kind of break down real quick. And but the whole beauty of this is to kind of look at it and go, you know what? This is the kind of stuff that I could understand and apply to my own stuff, because it gives you like all these options to, at the very beginning you could play harmonic minor anywhere over the first two chords, and then after that it's regular minor. So if you just played in just harmonic minor in this one position, you could play this all day. I'll just do a little piece of it. Something like this. I won't even do his solo at all. I'll just do this. I'll go. Perfect ending. But it's live. What do you want? Let's see. I missed something over here by my man Patrick. Do you teach any current songs? Current songs. Well, let's see. I think I don't think I know any songs after the year 2010. To be honest with you. Maybe even after the year 2000. I know some Foo Fighters stuff and, some Coldplay and, but there's not really much after 2000. I mean, I know stuff from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. But after that, I think the last 10 years or so, there's not too many new stuff. And please, turn me on to it. If you hear something that's out that I would like, I say that now, but there's probably things that I've been listening to that I can't recall. Country. Now you are talking, man, because I do love country music. I love like old country, and I probably still like a lot of the new stuff. If I listen to it more, country I heard is just it's rock and roll without the distortion. But I'll drink to that. If you guys are enjoying this, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I think you're subscribed. But, I was at Guitar Center today, and the newest place, sheet music, was Green Day. Oh, the newest sheet music was Green Day. They actually have like some harmonic minor in their music. In that song, what is it like right there, we harmonic minor. Time to listen to me whine. That third right there. That's normally a minor, but they use a harmonic minor. The Everly Brothers. That would be which one is that? Which one is that? I used to play an Everly Brothers song. Well, I could do Twist and Shout. But I love country, and I love the riff and the chicken picking and all that stuff. Just love that stuff. I always loved that. When I first heard that when I was starting out on guitar, when somebody would go, I was like, whoa, it just blew my mind. It sounded so good. I think that was the end of a Lynyrd Skynyrd song, too. And that, all you're doing is taking a chord, like a D chord, taking the root, the fifth, and then bending the second to the third, showing that it's major. This would be minor. No one does that, though. All right. Chicken picking. What does chicken picking mean? Well, it's, I don't know, technically. But in country music, if you just make it sound as much like a chicken as you can, you're all good. You know? Just make it sound like a chicken. You know? Just make it sound, just choke it, make it sound like a chicken. So, all right. So, hopefully, you got something out of this. And what time is it? About 1:30. So, we're just making it a quick little lesson for today. I don't want to go too long, but if you're into some cool drum ideas, check out EZdrummer. You could sit home at 3 o'clock in the morning in your own apartment, and it's like you have a real drummer there with you. And we're talking about, like, you know, us New Yorkers who live in, you know, in the city or in Brooklyn and in apartments, and not like huge big houses in Long Island, like some people we know with studios in the basements. But so I did a video this past Wednesday on EZdrummer, and an easy way to set it up and check that out. So check out the card above, or check out the link in my description for that video. And if you're not doing anything on Thursday nights, I do a Facebook Live at 7:30, where I play for an hour and a half, cover songs, originals, and we have a good time out there. So come check that out too when you get a chance. I think the software is broken. It doesn't speed up. Well, you know what? That would be a great idea for a drum plugin. Is to actually have it play like a real drummer and have it like speed up and slow down. I think you're really onto something, Aaron. It's quite genius. To be like really true to form. You know what? They probably have something like that. Although that would be hard. You know. That's what fluctuates like a real drummer. Man, that's the one thing about playing, you know, with certain drummers, when they just like slow down too much, or like in the middle of songs, just like, come on, what are you doing? Stay up here. You know, back in the old days when we used to play, we used to get out there and play live with a full band, you know. So that's cool. So what else? Am I forgetting anything here? Any more questions about that solo? Hopefully you got something with the harmonic minor. Check out the Sweet Child of Mine video that I did, because it's another great example of harmonic minor, how Slash uses it. And I put a link also in the description for that. So yeah, I put out a new video every Wednesday. Please check that out. Tune in around 4:30 Wednesday. Trying to go live every Saturday at this time. If there's anything else you want me to break down, let me know, so I can kind of throw it around in my head all week. And how many? Here we go with the jokes now. How many beers does it take to boot up EZdrummer? How many beers does it take to boot up EZdrummer? How many beers? I don't know. How many? It's so crazy. But also, Patrick, if you do have any current songs you want me to teach, definitely let me know, because you might be a little more current with the stuff than I am. Like I said, I'm kind of old school with my music. You got to give me the answer for that one there, Tumbling Planet. How many beers does it take to boot up EZdrummer? At least a 6-pack, right? Or some Maker's Mark, All right. Well, that's going to do it for today's edition. Hopefully you had some fun, guys. I love chatting with you. One of these days we'll just do like a whole bunch of just talking back and forth about music. We can go on forever. You don't have a punchline, sorry. Well, you know what? We'll make our own punchline. We'll just like drink a 6-pack or something, No punchline. That is the punchline. That's hilarious. I should have put the logo on both sides so that because I usually drink with my left hand. Now it's just a blank cup. Not very exciting. Maybe that's what I'll do for the next batch of cups. I'll put the logo on both sides. All right. We'll do one last pass of the solo, and then we'll call it a day. And by the way, guys, really funny story real quick. About a half an hour before I was getting ready to go on, I was using my sound, for my program with the my plugin with the Engel Savage 120. It says great tone, great distortion. But when I used the looper, I would loop a distortion part. It just didn't work. When I would solo over the loop, the loop rhythm would just get real compressed, and like it couldn't handle the two distortions. So I had to bring over my amp real quick, turn that on, run the mic it up, get a tone, set my preamp levels, so that I could actually get the rhythm behind the lead sounding undistorted. So, which I'm happy. I always like playing through a regular amp, a real amp anyway. All right, we'll do one more pass at this, just for the fun of it. Here we go. Harmonic minor. Actually, I didn't go over that part. This part, he just takes the second to the minor third, which is really cool. And he takes he bends the third to the fourth, so it's a double half step bend. A lot of people will bend just a half step, but he bends it 2 whole steps. Hey, Lokran. How you doing? I think it's the drum kit, Aaron. Is that the punchline, Lokran? We're waiting for the punchline to come in. All right, guys, just having some fun. Fender amp with a pedal. That's what I do. I like to know what it is. Well, this Fender amp is a Fender Deluxe, which I love the Deluxes because it's a 40 watt amp. It's loud enough to do any gig. It's a 112-inch speaker. Super loud, clean sound. Right now, I'm so low, believe it or not. I'm in the channel, the input 2, which is a low input gain, which no one ever uses, but it's good in apartments. And then I'm plugging through a blues driver pedal, and actually I have another pedal on, which is my hot tone blues driver. So I have 2 distortions on here. Hey, Mike, how you doing, my man? What's up? You're a little late because I'm about to close up, but I was just running through some Guns N' Roses, teaching the solo for the end of November Rain. I like to do the first solo too because that's a really great solo. That whole song is just beautiful. So that is one of my favorite solos. This outro solo, my man Tumbling Planet wanted me to break down. Hopefully I did it sufficiently. And but that solo, the real solo, is a sweet solo. And I don't have a Les Paul. I used to have a Les Paul. Actually, I have a Les Paul copy I could have brought out for this. I use it in my Sweet Child of Mine video. It's a Carparelli guitar that I got in Canada from when I was touring with Chubby through Canada. I met some guys out there that own a company called Carparelli. And they pretty much gave me this really nice guitar for like nothing. It was like a $1,400 guitar. They gave it to me for $300. And it's so beautiful. Check it out in my Sweet Child of Mine video. I'll put the card above. And it's really heavy, though I think I used it for years and it gave me permanent back damage. But it has a really great sound. It's not a Les Paul. It's a Les Paul copy type. But I have it. It's a beautiful flame top on it. So it's really pretty. And I have a 12 watts Princeton. That's too loud, my opponent. Yeah, is that the original Princeton one with the tube that everybody dies over? Because those are great amps. Those 112. I've been into a few studios where they use them. That's the guitar amp that they use in the studio. I've done some sessions with just the Princeton 12 watt little Princeton amp. So clean, and you can get really nice distortions with it too. Yeah, that's the one. You got one of those. Those are expensive. Those little amps, those little buggers. And I want to apologize too for guitar players because in my last video I said EZdrummer is so easy that even a guitar player can use it. Didn't mean to insult any guitar players, like the caveman video, because I'm a guitar player. I really meant myself. It's so easy even I could do it. But I think us guitar players could take a joke. Just in case you're wondering. All right. So anyway, guys, nice chatting with you. Loved hanging out. If there's any other songs or anything that you want me to learn for you to break down for next Saturday, please let me know. I would love to do it, guys. So thanks for hanging out. Thank you, Lori. Thanks, Aaron and Lokren. Very cool. And Mike and Patrick. And my man Aaron and Kelly. Really fun hanging out with you. I love playing guitar here on Saturday. It's a great way to wake up, make yourself an espresso, get all wired out, and just practice your guitar. Just learn some music, baby. That's what it's all about. There's so much music out there to learn. You can never be bored. You can never get stuck on guitar because there's just so many things you could do. And I got a great live stream I'm going to go to later on today on Facebook at Kelly's Music Corner where her father Fortune plays guitar, and he's such an amazing guitar player, singer. Every Saturday at 6 o'clock I watch him, so I'm going to check that out, and that's where I am every Saturday at 6. So thanks, guys, for hanging out. Let me know what you want next week. We'll hang out, we'll drink some coffee, we'll learn some scales, some different modes, and have some fun. All right? Hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell, notifications, all that stuff. I'll see you next time. See you Wednesday. See you Thursday on Facebook, 7:30. I'll see you here next week. Don't mean to point. at next Saturday at 1 o'clock. All right. Love you guys. Peace. Thanks for hanging. You rock, Lorcan. Lorcan.